Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. It's Thursday, which means I got a new beer for you. You can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to tell stories. I hope you do too. I hope you like listening to them because I like telling them. I'll tell your stories if you want, or if you don't, then tell me. I like to hear them. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that people find out about this thing. The beer that I've got for you today is called Deer Camp. It's by Upper Hand Brewing. It's in Escanaba, a division of Bell's, so it should be pretty decent. This one is an amber lager. It should be right around 5%, 4.7% ABV. Should be pretty good. I'm getting ready to go up to Deer Camp. That'll be this next week. Like the next days off that I have, we'll be getting ready to go up to Deer Camp. So Deer Camp should be super cool. Let's get this guy going. So, what's it supposed to be? It's an amber lager ale? I just looked at it. I don't remember for sure. Let me see. Ooh. Good head on that one. Nice. Amber lager. So, we're expecting it to be clear. Amber in color, which it pretty much is. I'd like them to be a little bit more red, but, I mean, amber is amber, right? I'm expecting not too hoppy. Should be super drinkable. 4.7%. Almost crushable, which is very nice, especially for beer that you're going to drink at Deer Camp, which I'm planning to do with the rest of these. I haven't had any of these yet, so I haven't checked in any of them either, but I haven't had any, which is strange. Let's see what it's like. It's sweet. That head is very sweet, and it fills up your mouth with the flavor of the beer, and it's awesome. I like that a lot. Not hoppy, which kind of what I was expecting. Clean. Man. There's almost a black tea quality to it that I like black tea personally. So this is good. I like it. Could drink a bunch of these, which I probably will next weekend. What kind of beer does this remind me of? Maybe a little bit of the third Coast Ale. I haven't had that in forever, so I can't tell you for sure. I'd like to say that it reminds me of Budweiser, but it really doesn't. This is completely different. Budweiser is a little bit more hoppy and a little bit less sweet. And Budweiser's good, but I like this better. I like this better. Let's see. Is there a story that this reminds me of? Well, Deer Camp. I've had a lot of really good times at Deer Camp. Bachelor parties and hunting and family. For a while there, it was just like 4 people that were hunting the property with 150 acres. It's a lot of space. A lot of space. And you wouldn't necessarily see anybody unless they were looking for you or you were looking for them. Plus, it's got state land next to it, so every once in a while you'd see people that weren't really supposed to be there, but, I mean, you can see them. It's right next to state land, so not terribly surprising. Anything specific? I mean, it always reminds me of my grandpa when I think about Deer Camp. That's just where he was, and it was weird last year without him, and it'll be weirder this year without him. My grandpa died last year in October, which is strange because Dad always said his father would die in October. Of course, Dad always figured it was because he would fall out of a tree while there was nobody else around. Because the dude was 80 and still climbing trees to go hunting by himself in the woods on 150 acres where there's not many people around without a cell phone. Dude pretty much did whatever he wanted, whenever he wanted, after Grandma died. Which, I mean, that's cool. Very nice. Very good for him. Drinking beer, sitting around the table, playing cards. Every once in a while we'd have a movie on in the background, which, I mean, for a long time we didn't have a TV at the cabin, which made for a lot of reading when I was younger. I read a lot of books there. Got about halfway through Jurassic Park while I was up hunting, and then didn't read the rest of it because I didn't have the time. I couldn't pay attention. There was too much stuff going on everywhere else. But you sit in the woods, real easy to read. I think I prefer to do that than, like, I mean, right now I listen to books and podcasts and all that stuff, and it's fine. I like doing that too. But being in the woods, you kind of want to, like, actually listen to things, because you can usually hear deer from quite a ways away if you know what you're listening for. I did have a couple of times when I had deer walk right up on me. Like the last buck that I got was about 10 yards away. And the rifle that I had did not throw a very small bullet. It pretty much exploded the heart. It was kind of impressive. The entry wound was actually bigger than the exit wound. I think I hit a rib, and then part of it stayed in and did all kinds of weird stuff. That deer did not go too far. Further than my first one, because my first deer, I spined it, and it dropped right on the bait pile, which, great, right? I don't think anybody's had any luck there. I mean, now I wouldn't hunt in that blind because it doesn't have a roof, and the roof is caved in on it. So if we're going to use that space, which we probably should, it's in a really nice spot, it's going to need to be rebuilt. But also there's another blind that's like right next to it, but it's not in the same spot. It's a different spot, and it's not the same with the cuttings that we've made. That'd be a really nice spot to hunt. Do I have more? Not anything that short. All right, I've got a quote for you. This one's from Bill Gates. He said, "If you show people the problems and you show people the solutions, they will be moved to act." It's a good thought. It's not necessarily my experience, but it's a good thought. Don't forget, you can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I like people to hear this stuff. And when you all like, comment, and subscribe, more people hear it. You can share too. Whenever you see my stuff up and around, share it. It's great. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. Hopefully you like to hear them too. I'll keep telling stories, no matter what. I'll tell you what. I'll see you next time. You got time for a beer.